It's not Sunday. It's going to take me a minute for my brain to warm up. I am discombobulated. Anywho, hello everyone. AmyR here with Prairie Paper and Ink. Face. Crafting space. Live, unscripted, unfiltered. Pure chaos. Even though it's not Sunday, the unpaid intern is going to help out.
That's me.
He might have to skip out here and there, which is whatever it is. Yeah, I am going live today on a Saturday instead of my normal Sunday because I am actually going to take a couple weeks off of live streaming for the first time in forever. So there will not be a live tomorrow, and there will not be one next Sunday. I'm not sure about the Sunday after that. We'll just see. There will be a bunch of content coming from me, though. I've been working on that because, you know, you want to take a little bit of time off and breather when you are a content creator and this is your income and the algorithms punish you for, you know, not doing it. I have got a couple weeks of content made, filmed, currently uploading. Everything's chaos. I'm exhausted, but should be good. And things are falling apart. It is what it is. So yeah, I am not, so basically the only difference really is I just won't have live streams for a couple weeks, but I got some good videos coming. So that's the first little bit of housekeeping. Second bit of housekeeping. I think I did this. I think I got this. I did. Ha! Altenew partnered with me for this live and offered this deal. So you can get 45% off the small blending brush set, which I'll show the brushes. I'm loving them. I've got the link in the description box below the video and the code. This is only good for today and tomorrow. And then the code expires. And yeah, I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of excited for that. So we got that going on, and I don't think I have any other housekeeping. Cause yeah, I'm literally just, I've got my days all over the place, and I feel off, especially because it's not Sunday. It's not Sunday, so it's like, what is happening? Even when I posted giving everyone a heads up, like I'm going live, I put Saturday, July 31st.
Oh, well,
I was close, but you know, it's life. So, yeah, but we're going to make something. We're going to do a bit of ink blending. I did a little bit of prep work. Everything, hopefully, that I'm planning on using is linked below. It's also pinned in the chat, the visual supply list. There's a link to the visual supply list. Everything's listed and linked under my videos. Did all of that. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. Let's actually start like making some stuff. Oh, the brushes. First off, the brushes that, you know, there's a deal. There's a deal on the brushes. Where's my... Okay, good. I'm glad everything's working. Tech issues also been. So these are the small blending brushes that you can get for 45% off, which is a really good deal. In fact, I'm kind of just like, man, I need to get like 3 more sets, maybe more. These are, I think, like I was thinking about this yesterday when I was setting things up. These are another thing that I had a set when I first started doing more with Altenew, and I was kind of just like, I don't know how I feel about these. Like, you know, the handles are smaller, whatever. It was another one of those things where I just need time to like acclimate to it and use it. And now I have many sets. I've started making them into like little color families, you know, light, medium, dark. And I need more because I reach for these now constantly. I love them. So we'll use some along with all the other blending brushes and fabulous things. But yeah, 45% off today and tomorrow with my code. Dustin Cobra. He's not my cat. He is my grand cat, and he's not here no more. He was only here for a few days. And yeah, I have cat hair everywhere. My little stool that I rest my feet on, covered in cat hair. Yeah. So he obviously was like getting all over. He was all over the place. But yeah, he was good. So for those that missed, that was in last week's, well, Sunday's live stream. I was able to drag him in here and show off Gigi. He was cute. So yeah, I'm sure he'll be back again. We shall see. And and then I posted a photo of him on, I don't know, I don't think I posted it on my YouTube page. I posted it on my Facebook page. I'm trying to get a photo of a black cat, and when he's just like, he wanted to run off and hide in the corner like he always does. Anyway. How do you store those? Right now, I don't really store them. Altenew does have a little storage, which I knew there was something I was forgetting to add. Give me one sec, because it was, I can't remember what they call it. Let's see if I just search storage, because I want to get their little thingy, because I think it would come in handy. There it is. Small ink blending tool, stackable storage. I'm thinking of getting those. I'll add it. I'll add it to the supply list, and then you guys can see what I'm talking about. Add it to there. I'll put it at the end of the list, and then he can put it into the chat. Yeah. I'm not sure how many brushes it will hold. Do they have a photo of it showing with like just... Oh yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22. Yeah, it would hold like 24. Yeah, I'm probably going to get that. Because then I could get, and that little unit stacks. I like it. I like that. Because then I can do like, I would lay them on their sides in that little unit like this. So then I could go like 4, 4, and one container will hold like 24 of these. I like that. That's most likely what I'm going to get for these, because I've been just throwing them in random little plastic containers, and it's been kind of annoying because I haven't figured out, but that's most likely what I will do. And yeah, you can put, it's at the bottom of the supply list. Yep, that one right there. That's the one that has the storage. So yeah, these are the small blending brushes. We'll also use the minis, which my other main go-to. So you got the smalls, there's the minis. I don't know if I'll use these. I don't know if I'll use these today, but there's also the micro brushes, the micro 10 and the micro 7, to give you an idea. And then there is the large, which is very big. And it comes in its own. I can't even do all this on one. Burp. Like that. So, yeah. They're all good. Different brushes for different things. But my main ones, like I have been using these ones a ton. I have videos coming in the next couple weeks using these brushes. I use these a ton. And then I use the micros a lot as well. And then the large one, I only have a couple of these so far, but I do love them. I just need to get more. And yeah. So, those are the brushes at a glance. Oh, and they do have some angled ones. I don't use the angled ones though, and I don't think I even own any. Yeah. These are my go-tos. Okay. So, let's get back to... Did I get everything else? I think I did. I think we're good. Yeah, that storage container holds 24 if you lay them on their sides. If you put them upright, I think you could have them hold more, but yeah. Just based on the photos, I would say I would lay them on their sides. That's how I would store them. That's what I plan on doing. I'm going to get them. Anyway, I did some prep. This is from the fabulous Blossoming Trio stamp set. The Build-A-Garden set, which is the set and the coordinating stencils, and then it comes with a mini blending brush. And there's also like a subscription option because the Build-A-Garden is a monthly subscription, but then the following month it's part of the release. So this was part of the July release. And then because this is a larger set, there is an add-on coordinating die set, which I used. So I linked to both options. I linked to the bundle with the die set and then the bundle on its own. And I, ahead of time, heat embossed these guys onto some pink sand. Altenew's Crafty Necessities cardstock, which it's not pink. It's more of like a beige color, just a really nice neutral, you know? So I stamped them onto here and I heat embossed it with Altenew's Antique Gold embossing powder. That'll be it full. And then I die cut them again, just to save us a few minutes, you know? So, because usually I just stamp, either heat emboss or just stamp, then I'll stencil, then I'll die cut. But I was like, might as well just get her done. And it'll make my life easier because then I can just lay these out on here. So that's a stamp set. And that's beautiful. It's got large florals. You could do, here, I've got a panel, here we go. This is a panel of A2 cardstock, so 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches, just to give you an idea of the size of these. So not enormous, but like each one could stand alone on a card. I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to do, but I was like, I couldn't choose a favorite or even just 2 favorites. So I was like, I'll do all 3. And then I think 2 will go on the card front and then 1 we might just throw on the inside of the card. We'll figure it out when we get there. So gold heat embossed it onto the pink sand cardstock and then stenciling. So we're going to use the coordinating stencil set, and true to Altenew form, they've got the whole layering guide, you know, everything's explained. Love it so much. Everything is good. So yeah, we're gonna use the layering stencils to color, and I'm gonna get everything out of the way first. Okay, I want to do kind of in the order of the actual stencils themselves because I think that'll just make my life a little bit easier. So let's just like put them the way they've got it already arranged. That looks about right. Yeah, so we'll do that, and then that, and then that. Okay, and Altenew is here. Hello, hello. Is it Mitzi behind the badge today? I guess we shall see. I guess we shall see. Sis, hello everybody. Okay, where's my stencils? Already lost them. Why are we surprised? So, they're all labeled. Build-A-Garden, Blossoming Trio, etch lines. We got A1, A2, B1, B2, etc., etc., etc. I am not going to like reinvent the wheel with the blending and colors and everything, because again, I'm a little discombobulated. Like really, I am struggling with life. How do I want to do this? I should zoom out a tiny bit. We don't need to be that close. Don't need to be like nose to the surface here. Hello, Mitzi. Okay, so we can move it over. There we go. So I was gonna try and get like super like into it with the blending, but then I was like, you know what? How about we just don't? I'm overwhelmed and I got a lot on my plate. So we're gonna just do, but we're gonna do pink peonies. Lovely. And I pulled out a quad that I don't use very often, but I use the individual colors a lot. So it's the rose petal quad. So we got rose quartz, just a really light pink, puffy heart, purple wine, and cosmic berry. And I think it'll just be super pretty. And it's going to look a little different because we're stenciling on top of the pink sand cardstock. So it's going to give it a different tone. And we are just going to dive right in like so. And then what I'm going to do is, so I started with that rose quartz, and then I'll take Puffy Heart, and I'll start going in with the smaller brush, so a micro blending brush, the 10, and we'll just kind of bring in a little extra depth, like that, here and there, just because we can. But you can also skip this and just do like one color per like section. That's the beauty of it. You can kind of do, you can do whatever you want, really. So we got the Puffy Heart, and then we're also going to go in with the Purple Wine. That's my only pink quad I have from Altenew working on building my stash. Ooh, they got a lot of really good ones. Okay, now I'm going to go in. Oh, that's what I want. I want the one with pink ink on it. I've got a even small, the 7, the micro 7. So we're going to go in now with the Purple Wine shade and bring in a bit of that. Like this. And these colors are all going to like blend into each other, and it's going to look fabulous. Just like that. A little bit more. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, so we've got that. That, derp, derp, derp. And then because I feel like being extra, let's bring in a little bit of the Cosmic Prairie. And another just, again, small, little tiny size 7 brush. Just a hint of this to build a smidge more depth. Because even though I needed to keep today's live a little simpler because I have 5 million other things I need to do. I like blending, okay? I really do. I really do. Okay. Okay. Then, what I want to do, I need a clean cloth. Okay. So, I'm going to wipe off what's on there. Just mostly what's on this. I'm going to take this again with the rose quartz, like that lightest shade, and just kind of go back over it. There we go. And that just like gives it a final little, So, and then the reveal, which is so good. It's so good. So that was A1. And then we're just going to rinse and repeat with the next layer. So that lines up just like this. And actually what we can do is we could go like this. Now that we've kind of got our system going, we can go like this. This will get a little bit, because we're moving around and stuff. However, it will, see, even like that. Even like that. And then we can do the same thing with this one. Because I want to keep them all same color combos. You could do different color combos and all of them. All of that. Not today. Just not today. So, we're just going to repeat the process. And now that I've got my little system, we'll just keep going back in with the next shades to build in all of that depth and give everything that fabulous pink color. So that was Puffy Heart. And then we've got the Purple Wine, making sure I grab the right ink pad. So grab that in there like that. Here we go. Like that. And then last, but certainly not least, a bit of Cosmic Prairie. And these colors do just make me happy. Also, side note, it's on their website. I put a link in the supplies. Altenew's August release is coming soon. And again, I'm not giving anything away because they've already got it on their website. It's just not going to be available until I think it comes out the 6th of, so in a few days. And there's more new colors. I'm happy. I'm happy. They're all piled up. I don't know where I'm going to put everything, but they're beautiful. Super exciting. I have videos coming. I have videos coming. Oh, see? See? Oh, so good. Okay. So, now that we've got that, I can now start going kind of back and forth between these two, and this will kind of make more sense. So, put on the rose quartz with the small blending brush. And then, there we go. And then we'll go back in. I need a bigger boat. I need a bigger boat. There we go. Okay, so now we got Puffy Heart. So getting that in there. Like that. Like that. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So we got Puffy Heart. And then we need Purple Wine. Already spilled the beans. It's a good release. The July release was amazing. I will have more videos coming using all the things. It is what it is. But yeah, the August release they knocked it out of the park yet again. I have been having a lot of fun making things. So I have a video coming, release day, there'll be a video hop, all that stuff. There's some good stuff. Okay, that one, and then Cosmic Berry. So add a bit of that. Like that. Doop, doop, doop. Like that. Yeah, this'll work. And then and the only reason I'm wiping the ink off my stencil is so that I'm not picking up a bunch with this lighter brush and this lighter ink, because I don't want that. So wiping it off the stencil just keeps my brush from getting like super dark. Oh, look how good that looks. Seriously. Okay, now we can go back to this guy. So we're just going to keep kind of hopping back and forth to fill these guys in. So we go back with the Puffy Heart. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. And yeah, I will do more holiday videos too, because Altenew's July release was very Christmas in July, and I already did I did 2 videos on the live stream. Yeah, Sunday's live stream were kind of holiday cards. That was fun. Okay, where's my purple wine? There we go. And then, these colors are gorgeous. Like, you can never go wrong with, pinks and purple, like all the pretty colors. You just can't go wrong. But also, like, the ones you just don't think of as much, or, you don't see yourself using as much. I've gone on about this. Like, Altenew has some of the most unique ink colors and unique quads that some of the oddest colors, and they end up being ones I reach for a ton. The marshland color, the mossy colors, and just the weird ones. I love them. But yeah, you can never go wrong with pinks. Pinks make me happy. So, there we go. Add a little bit of that. And also, blending on color cardstock makes me happy. I don't know. I've been obsessed with this, and I highly recommend people try it. I've done a bunch of videos blending on color cardstock, and it's really fun sometimes. Some of the combos and just the looks you achieve. It's just different, and it's very different than blending on white cardstock. So, like, Love it. Love it. Okay, so we got that. The next stencil is, what is this guy? This does, okay, yeah, I see what we're doing. So this one does like that, which means I am gonna grab one of my alignment guides so I can kind of mask where I'm stenciling here, because I want to slap ink on and I do not want to deal with, actually, yeah, that's how that's going to work. I don't want to deal with getting ink on like the leaf areas. So we'll just go like that. Where's my other one? I've got more than one. Is this one I want? Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Perfect. Perfect. So then we can just go like this. Add the color to the petals. And then we can go in and add more color. Like that. Doesn't need to be perfect. Although when you've got the time and the patience and you just want to like build serious depth, you could sit and do that. And it looks amazing. I love when I see other makers do that. I just, more often than not, I don't have the patience. Okay, purple wine. Doop, doop, doop. But yeah, blending on color cardstock. It's interesting. You get a different undertone, obviously, but also sometimes the color cardstocks, like I'm noticing it with this, but I'm also going heavy with the amount of ink I'm applying. The ink sits a little differently on it. I actually I have more wiggle room. Like the ink isn't soaking in like super quickly, and that's actually kind of nice because I can then continue to blend, and yeah, it's a win. It's a win. Okay. Here we go. And then Cosmic Berry. And yes, for those just tuning in, I explained that at the beginning of this live. I will not be live tomorrow. And I will not be live next Sunday either. In fact, I will have no live streams for a couple weeks. Because Amy is going to take a tiny bit of time off for the first time in literal years. Years. So, I have many pre-recorded videos coming, like a ton. So, that'll all be samesies. The only thing that's changing for a couple weeks is just no live streams. Okay, so then we did that. We'll come back and do the leaves in a bit. I'm not gonna, because while I've got all my inks out and I got a mess going on here. So we'll do that. This one does, the flower center. The flower center and like one petal all on his own. So we can just get him lined up. There we go. I can just use that. So I can go like this. Doop. Like that. Where's my puffy heart? Get that in there. Like so. So that was puffy heart. Purple wine. Doop. Like that. And then Cosmic Berry. Like that. Lovely. Wipe off the excess. There it is. I was like, where'd the large brush go? Blend that. And then I'll just use Warm Sunshine and a little brush right for that little flower center. Just doop. Okay. So, Did I not? Oh, I didn't link it separately, did I?
No. I tried looking for that. Does she just want the dye? Or
yes, just the dye. I can just give me right there. It's under. Did you get to it before I did? You found it. You have to add it though.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cool. No, that's the wrong one, babe.
It says,
Like it's the right one, but it's the wrong store.
oh, that's Simon's store. Duh.
Yeah, it's not showing up on the Altenew site. There we go. Blossoming Trio. Oh, I found it. I found it. Ha.
Dude.
It wasn't. I can add it. I have to add it manually. Give me like 1 second. Here we go. It was being weird. I don't know why I wasn't showing, but I'll put it on here and then he'll pop it in the chat. It's there. And if you refresh if you're looking at the visual supply list, if you refresh it, it'll show up. Okay, this guy, we have to save him because we have like leafery. So add it to the pile. Again, I need a bigger boat. And I'm in like 5 minutes, I'll just be like, where's that stencil? We already know this. Okay, this greenery. Yeah, this guy's done. Like the flower. Isn't he beautiful? And then this guy, oh, okay. This is the one that finishes off these petals. Me no talk so good. Brain very mushy. Hence Amy needing some time off. Yeah, I'm losing my mind. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mitzi. But yeah, sometimes it's technology, you know, trying to find things, and sometimes it'll be like right in front of your face, and it's just like either I can't see it or it's like sometimes tech. The amount of times I'll be like searching on a website when I'm doing supply lists or, you know, we're live, whatever. And it's like I cannot find, you know, something for the life of me. And it's usually right there the entire time, like right in front of my face. And I'm just like, it doesn't exist. It does. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. Apologies for that. I totally spaced when I did my supply list. To link to the die sets separately, because those that are subscribed to the Build a Garden, when it ends up being a larger set like this, the dies are an add-on because it's an extra expense from what they normally are. And then some people don't want the dies. You know, some people just want the stamps. I don't know who does that. Me personally, I want the dies. I want the dies. Let me know, you guys. Like, is there anyone watching that actually that doesn't care for the coordinating wafer dies for their stamps? Personally, coordinating wafer dies, 1000%. Like, I don't want to fussy cut if I don't have to. I also like coordinating wafer dies, like, you know, that are going to get in there. Like, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that myself. No. Like, if I was going to fussy cut it, I'd fussy cut around there. But I'm not going to, there's just no way. I'm not going to do it. So yeah, coordinating dies for me, always. Okay, Cosmic Berry, my darkest shade. Love how I know it's having, again, colored cardstock and just using that as your base versus white. I recommend people try it. And I'm not sure how many videos so far I've done doing it. And then I have more coming because I've been experimenting more too with different colors of cardstock, you know, and it's been fun. And then for today's, I was like kind of flipping through all my Crafty Necessities cardstock because of course I have all the colors, because not only do I need the coordinating dies, I need all the colors. All right, just you guys know. And this one just stood out to me and I was like, ooh, let's try it. So I did. And so far, I loves it. Yeah, not wanting the dies, insanity. Give me dies, give me life. Yeah, that's us, you know? I love it. You know? Okay. Let's do this guy. let's do him. Let's do him, and then we will do the greenery. Because then at least, you know, I've got ink pads and lids all over the darn place, and it's just getting ridiculous. Okay, so this guy, C1, C2, oh, it's all in one. I love that so much for me. Okay, we're gonna I hate it when other companies have really cute stamps and no dies. Some small brands, it's a lot, y'all. Some, especially like the really like smaller boutique brands, etc. It's one thing to design stamps and get them produced and everything else, but to be able to do wafer dies for, especially for the smaller companies, it's a lot. Like for a lot of them, it's expensive, you know? And even though would we buy the dies? Of course we would, but it's difficult because, you know, there's order minimums and all the things. And for a small brand, not easy. Plus designing them. Oy. Like people ask me still every once in a while, like, will you ever get back into designing product? I'm like, probably not. It's a lot of work. And I prefer doing this. I prefer making the things versus designing product, but I've been around the block. I used to have my own stamp line. I never had my own wafer dies. I had especially back then, that was before when I had my own little stamp line. It was before we had much for any coordinating wafer dies. Like it was just a totally different ballgame back then. But yeah, I know how a lot of things work. It's a lot. And like designing the coordinating wafer dies again. Always mad props to all the graphic designers that design all our products, especially like Altenew does. Okay, I'm making sure I'm getting the right colors. Amazing. Amazing designs. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. But it's also just genius. Wait till you guys see the video I have coming later this month. And it's using a different sets from Altenew. And the stencil set just, it was so good. The details, the colors. I had fun. But I can't show you yet. But it's coming. And yeah, just genius. Genius. Okay, so that was Purple Wine. And then lastly, as always, Cosmic Berry. What company was that, Amy? Do you mean mine? It was mine. Well, it was my brand, but it was with a different little store. My brand of stamps, like they were just literally called AmyR stamps. They don't exist anymore. We discontinued that line over a decade ago. And yeah. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. But I much prefer making, you know? So, do that last blend with the lightest shade. And it's so good. It's so good. So that was layer 1. And then we go on to layer 2. Like that. And another thing you can do with sets like this is skip what I'm doing. Like, you know, I'm putting like 4 colors on each thing. You could skip that completely, and what you could do instead, and it would look really fun, is just do a different, like, you could do these same 4 colors, but do one color, the next, like light, medium, dark, dark. That's really fun too. You know? It's ways to, mix it up. And then it would also look completely different on white cardstock. It would look completely different stamped in black and then blended. It would look completely different. You could stamp it in a really light ink and do like a no line, which I haven't been doing really any of that with any of the Build-A-Garden sets. But at some point down the road, I probably will, you know, that was Puff Here. I want Purple Wine. But that's another fun way to get a completely different look. The only thing with the no line is you either just need to stamp in a really light color or you need to be really confident with lining up, you know, all the different little stencil bits. But it is possible. Okay, and then last but not least, Cosmic Berry. 222. Yeah, I don't bring up my old stamp line very often because it's been a really long time. They're not available like anywhere anymore and haven't been again for over a decade. So it's just kind of, it's just a part of the history. But yeah, I've been doing this for over 23 years now. It's well over 20 years. It's been a long time, man. And a lot of the content that I had done using my own stamps doesn't exist anymore. Because was that last year that my old website got wiped? Has it been a year? I don't remember. I think that was last year. My previous blog got wiped. I talked about it online. That was what it was, but the website host sold to another company and then informed everyone that they were just going to like delete everyone's blogs, everything. We tried for a couple months to salvage like all my old content because 15 years of all my original content from like when I first started posting online, all of it, and was never able to get it to work. I couldn't get anyone to answer me to help from that company. And then they just wiped it. It's gone. Doesn't exist. Love that so much for me. So, water under the bridge. But yeah. Okay. Purple wine. Doop, doop, doop. Like that. So yeah, even though my current website under my own name, you know, has a few years of content now, I have been around much longer than that. And now Cosmic Berry. But yeah, again, the joys of doing this as a job and being at the mercy of algorithms and tech and shenanigans. It's interesting, and it's all of that leads up to like why one of the many reasons why I'm gonna take a couple weeks off and reset a little bit because Mama's tired. Okay, the reveal. Love. It's pink sand cardstock from it's Altenew's Crafty Necessities pink sand cardstock, which sort of a misnomer in a sense because you hear pink sand, you think pink, but it's not. It's like a beige sort of. Again, just like their inks. Altenew has a lot of very unique colors. Okay. I'm just gonna put my finger on top of the flower center. I don't even need to use the thing. Where's my finger? There we go. This is fine. Burp. I don't care if I get ink on me. That works. If nothing else, we understand what the small business go through to bring a product to market. Oh, 100%. That, and also I'm a nerd. I was telling a brand owner this just the other day. We were having a chat, and I was like, I like knowing all the things. But I also really like knowing the ins and outs and the back end and all that kind of stuff. I like to know this kind of stuff. The business aspect of it all is fascinating. And it's also why I'm never going to open my own store. Been asked that a lot over the years. Like, why don't you just open your own store? Heck no. Because I know the amount of work that goes into it. And I don't ever want to deal with customer service. Ever. So, yeah, it's a lot. A lot of people don't realize, like, the crazy amount of work that goes into these crafty brands and running these businesses and designing and producing products and just all of it. There's a lot. It's crazy. Oh, gotta do the center. Get our little yellow. Where'd the brush go? I already lost him. There he is. Doop. So that's just warm sunshine. Super cheerful. Okay. And then, so we got that. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. So now we can do our greenery. Oh, there's that piece. That, oh yeah. We'll just do, let's just do them with, let's do that one. Let's do the purple wine. Why not? We can do whatever we want. Let's just do the purple wine for whatever these flowers are supposed to be. So we'll do purple wine, and then we'll do the cosmic berry, because I don't feel like dragging out other colors. Plus, this part might get cut off when I put it all. Who knows? Who knows? It's all an adventure. There we go. Curious Minds. I love the show How It's Made. I love how it's made. I love it. I used to marathon that when I had cable.
Yeah, not long
Some of those
ago.
channels would do like How It's Made marathons, and I would just leave it on like all day. Especially like when I was like on my own with the kids and they're little, and just How It's Made marathons was running when I'd be up all night with little tinies. Love it. I love it. I love seeing how they make doors or whatever. Crayons. Don't care. It's like, you're going to show me how it's made? I am set. And then now being with the Unpaid Intern, there's another creator that uses the How It's Made content,
And then just parody
but
it.
then he parodies it and says the most unhinged. It's hilarious. It is like, I did the right lid. Okay, so we can put the lids now on these guys so that we can do the greenery. Yes. Desert Sand, or you mean Desert Storm, like Neenah Desert Storm cardstock, my personal favorite baby Desert Storm cardstock. Yes, it's lighter. That's Desert Storm cardstock. My favorite craft cardstock, that's Pink Sand. Very different. Desert Storm's got the little fleckly bits and everything. Love this stuff, but this is nice. I may need to get even more of this card, because now that I'm like really playing with it, I'm just like, I like it. I like it. And they look nice together. They look nice together. So, yeah, fun. Okay, back to what I was doing. Greenery. Can I find that stencil that I was needing for these guys? Oh, I'm dropping things. There's one. Oh, this is one I need. We need this one for these bits, like so. Get in your home, line her up. Perfect. So for the greenery, let's do, we don't need the lightest shade, do we? I can do what I want. This quad for now. I'm gonna use two different quads, but this is the Jade Dreams quad, which is also just such pretty colors. We've got Pistachio, Misty Sage, Mossy Meadow, and Green Opal. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's start with Pistachio. And for that guy, I'm going to take there's still ink on this brush. I'm not too worried about it. So it's going to tint. It's not going to be like quite as light, but we're going to layer all the other colors on it anyway. So let's go like that. I'm trying to kind of be aware of where everything is, so I'm not like masking everything off. I don't really care if it picks up extra color. So that we've got Pistachio. And then we'll start doing Misty Sage. Like this. Ooh, I'm making a mess. There we go. Misty Sage. Lovely. And I'm going to put these away because I don't need those anymore. I need that one though. Let's do Mossy Meadow. You are a version of how it's made. Yeah. I like to try to educate people as much as I can, because people do ask quite often, and the big one too, because it's so often over the years, because people asking me, like, why is this taking so long for such and such brand to get this in stock, or why is this happening, etc., etc. And do I not have another one? Boo. Okay. Let's change that. We'll do that one and this one. Okay. And now green opal. And so then I explain. It's like things need to be manufactured, and then they need to be shipped, and then they need this, and then they need this and this, and really small brands, which really most of these crafty companies are small brands. Some larger than others, but some are like tiny. And there's order minimums and so many things. So many things that go into running these businesses and producing the products, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, we did that, and then for these leaves, and then these ones, I'm gonna use this quad, because go big or go home. So this is the Coastal Mist quad, which my camera's making this look a lot more gray. I don't know how it's translating on other people's thing, but this is more of like a greeny, like a neutral aqua. Like it's got a gray undertone, but we got like Frosted Sea Glass, Coastal Haze, Misty Harbor, so good, and Green Onyx. They're beautiful. So I'm not gonna do the whole 4 color blend. I think I'll just use Coastal Haze for this. We'll keep this a little bit simpler. Oh, it's such a beautiful color. Coastal Haze, gorgeous. Like, oh, and then wipe with my cloth. The other thing you always need to remember, if you are heat embossing images and then stenciling over them, is that the ink is sitting on top of that embossing. So you want to wipe it off, because otherwise you'll get it smeared everywhere. Okay, so, and then we can do the same thing with this one, with the greens. There we go. Here we go. And then, it looks gray. Oh yeah. The joys of, again, technology and the internet. And it's why I always recommend that people like swatch their own inks, etc. Because what you see online varies for everybody, literally. Okay, now we're doing Misty Sage. So that was Pistachio and then Misty Sage. Even the crafty companies that provide, templates and downloads and things that you can use for swatching, whatever. Like they try to make things as accurate as possible, as close to true as possible. But what you see on your screen is going to be different than what they see on their end. And then if you download it and then you print it, your printer is going to print it with whatever printer ink. It will look nothing like the actual ink, etc. So, yeah. That, and I've also talked about this a lot in my videos. Like what you see on screen, what you see in my videos, and then my photos sometimes can be drastically different. Drastically different. Drastically different. Because my photos also half the time suck. That's one thing I'm not good at. Well, one of many things, let's be honest. Mossy Meadow. Because, yeah, just taking photos of my cards, struggle. Very much a struggle. Okay, let's blend that on there. This is going to look so pretty. Love. That was Mossy Meadow. And then finally we go in with the green opal. And this just like brings it all together. Just think we film in high def. Oh yeah, all my videos and my streams are in high def, but that also varies. You know, on my end it is, but it depends on people's internet connections, on what they see, especially on live streams sometimes. I've had people get really frustrated and they're like, everything's so blurry, and I'm like, change your settings. It's not, I'm streaming in high def, man. Okay. Ooh, I got fuzzies. So got that. The reveal is always my favorite part. It's so good. Okay, that stencil, we're done with that guy. So then we go in with, yeah, we're done with that stencil. And then we've got, this is the one I was looking for. So we need this guy. So this is going to finish off our first image. So let me get him lined up right there. Yep. Okay. So we get him lined up. We go in with the pistachio. Like so. Last few times we had large flares of northern lights. You can barely see it with the naked eye, but if you take a picture with your phone, it's really bright and pretty. Yep. It's very interesting how the northern lights work at times. We've had some amazing ones. This year has been nuts. Okay, so that was pistachio, and then we go in with Misty Sage. Just build that depth. Here we go. Here we go. Continue. Add that. So that was Misty Sage. And then we go in with the Mossy Meadow. Do you have a specific container for stencil cleaning? No. Well, I do, but I don't use it for stencil cleaning. I throw them off to the side. I have a little like Systema style container. I picked it up at like Marshall's. It's nothing, you know, in the kitchen organizational section or whatever. It's just a plastic container like with a snap, like a lid that I can lock. And I use that for, I put a little bit of water and dish soap in it. And then I only use that though when I'm using stencils with like pastes, you know, glitter paste, etc., etc. And then I can throw them in that container, water and soap to sit and soak, and it's easier to clean them. And I do that like if I do use that kind of stuff like glitter paste, whatever, live, then I can do that. But I clean all my stencils. I've shown it. I just spray them down with a bit of like isopropyl or rubbing alcohol. Again, you can use isopropyl alcohol or rubbing alcohol, either one, it doesn't matter, on your stencils, not on your grip mats, photopolymer stamps, or red rubber stamps. Do not, Coastal Haze, use alcohol on your grip mats or on your photopolymer stamps because they're made from the same material, or on your red rubber stamps because the alcohol will degrade the photopolymer over time. Like it will eat it, and it'll start getting really gummy, and then it will tear. Ask me how I know. I tested it myself to see if it would happen. I had a stamp set that I was using a lot. This was years ago, and I was curious. So I kept using alcohol to clean it because it's like, oh, the alcohol cleans the stamps really well. And I was curious because I was like, it's probably not good. And over time, it started getting a little gummy, and I was like, and then the one day I went to use it, and I went to peel the stamp, and the stamp just ripped right in half. And I was like, thought as much. So I know for a fact that alcohol will wreck. But I use it for my stencils and then my glass work surface. I'll spray it down with alcohol and wipe it down. And it's good to go. So pistachio. And then Misty Sage. Doop. like that. Like that. So we got Misty Sage and then Mossy Meadow. Like that. And then, let's blend that a little more. Yep. Mossy Meadow and then the green opal. Right there. There we go. Oh, that's what I forgot to add at the beginning. I'm giving the card away, even though today's not Sunday. Because I do the card giveaways on my Sunday lives. But since I'm not going live tomorrow, I have the card giveaway spiel. I'm sure he's been putting it in the chat.
I have.
Okay, cool. Yeah. We're giving away the card today. They won't get mailed out. The last couple lives, they're going to sit for a bit. I'll mail them out in a month or so, whenever. I do it. You know, it's more so it's like, when do I actually leave my house? Okay, we're on to the last one. Aren't these fabulous? Oh, they're so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna do these ones like that. And that part. Okay, I see what we're going on here. So I'm gonna do this differently. Let's do this leaf is the same as all the other ones, so he gets the treatment of the pistachio. Do I want to do that guy's pistachio? Not really, because he's different too. We'll get to him. We'll do pistachio. We'll do the Misty Sage. Actually, what I'll do is I will do Misty Sage. This will make sense. Or it'll be a hot mess. You never know. We'll do the Misty right there. It'll be good. It'll be good. Misty Sage. Mossy Meadow. There we go. Mossy Meadow. And then the green opal. And my little tiny brush. Boop. Right like that. And I'll take a bit more of that here too. Let's do these really dark. Okay, so that was that one. Give that a little swipe so I can go back in with the pistachio. Blend, good. And then for these guys, we're gonna do, I had that Coastal Haze. Let's do Frosted Sea Glass for these guys. There's gonna be a method to the madness. Yeah. Method to the madness. Okay, so Frosted Sea Glass for that one. Coastal Haze for this one. And I don't need to do a bunch of creative masking because I can just kind of attempt to pay attention to what I'm doing. You never know. Yep, that'll work. And then give it a white so that we can move this. Oh, it's starting to come together. It makes me happy. So we did those pieces. And then we've got this. Just like that. Yep. There we go. Lovely. So then we've got pistachio for this one. And then we go in with the Misty Sage. Like that. I'll do Misty Sage on these little stems. And then I will do that goes with that one. Yeah, okay. I see what I'm doing. All right. Add that to this. You gotta vary your greens, you know? When you got different types of greenery, you want to use different greens so that everything's not looking samesies. So the Misty Sage, and then we go in with the Mossy Meadow. Like that. And then this one, it's like, I want this just darker. Just darker. You don't have to reinvent the boat, and you don't have to have like 5 million shades of ink like I do. There we go. And then we go in with the green opal. Blend that in there. Like that. Yep. Yep. I was like, did I do it right? Sometimes it's hard to blend and talk and make sure I'm still on screen. Yeah, multitasking. Okay, so I did that. And then Coastal Mist, Frosted Sea Glass. That's what I was doing, right? Yes. Yes. Okay, so Frosted Sea Glass for these guys. And then this one will be the Coastal Haze. There we go. We're almost done with the blending. Wipe off all that extra ink. And then, so good. Last little bit. I need to like pull it down closer towards me so I have a little more space to get this in here. This guy goes right there to finish him off. Get right there. Right there. Okay, so back to that Frosted Sea Glass. That's this one. All the way down like that. And then I'm just going to do these two as that Coastal Harbor. Okay, so we're done with Frosted Sea Glass. I can put that lid on. And Coastal Haze. Just do it like that. Works. Don't care. That one probably should have been the greens. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Give everything one last little swipe. Just for good measure. There are all our florals. I like Altenew's Craft Your Life. I love Altenew's Craft Your Life project kits. They're so good. I need a bigger boat. Like, so good. Yeah. Craft Your Life project kits. Super awesome. So much you can do with them. I need more hours in the day to use all the things. I've got the Craft Your Life project kit from Altenew is like their biggest subscription because it's big. You get a lot. And then there's the Build a Garden. There's the Creative Cuts. There's the Mini Delight. There's also the stencil art one, but the stencil art one is every other month. Is usually how that one works. And they're all amazing. Don't make me choose a favorite because I won't. I just won't. So those were all my florals using the Rose Petal Quad, the Jade Dreams Quad, and then Warm Sunshine, Frosted Sea Glass, and Coastal Haze, which now don't look as gray on my camera, and they're not. They're not. They're like a grayed teal, like a muted teal with like a gray undertone. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. So I'm just gonna attempt to clean up a little bit because we're gonna do some hot foiling, which, ooh, it would help if I turned that on while I'm like cleaning stuff up. I need more space. I literally need more space. Let me get out my glimmer machine, man. Oh, that fly. He's back.
Is he in fly form?
Not anymore.
You got him?
I've had a fly in here driving me nuts all day. I feel better. Sorry. Okay. All right. I'll have to zoom out a bit. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta figure out what I'm doing. Okay. That's plugged in. And on. So he can heat up while I attempt to sort of clean up my mess that I made here. Because I want to I'm using a 3D folder with the impress, half my paper embossed, but the bottom half barely embossed through the whole platform. One, double check the folder, because some folder designs, I was making something the other day, and when I had like embossed the folder, and I was like, I thought the exact same thing happened. I thought the top half had embossed and the bottom half didn't, and I was getting frustrated. And then I took a really close look at the folder, and I was like, oh no, it was designed like that. But every rare once in a while, if that happens, it's happened to me a couple times where the top half will emboss and the bottom half not quite so much. I will literally put a shim of cardstock just under that half. And that is usually all I need to do. Okay. So, I'm just going to get all these things out of the way. So we got our beautiful flowers. I did not use those colors. In fact, I'm going to put them out of the way. I can clean up some of the other stuff. Okay, because I need space to be able to run this through the machine, because we're going to do some hot foiling, because I love it. I love hot foiling. So we started with that. Let us zoom out a little bit. Again, so you guys, these aren't like face pressed like right into my work surface. So, this is the Making Moments press plate. I've already used it in, I'm not sure how many videos. I love press plates. I love Altenew's press plates. They're so good. The detail is so good. In fact, I used this one in a live, like a month ago, something. It was beautiful, and I hot foiled in that live too. Look at me go. So I've got my plate, and then I have some Herbie Jerbies. This is the Enchanted Gold Satin hot foil. Let me get the singer off there. So I've got some hot foil, and I have pink sand cardstock. So I just need to cut some foil like that. There we go. So I got some foil. I just put a low tack, like just a bit of washi tape that I've removed a lot of the stick from. And that's how I keep my foil rolls, like, you know, from unraveling. Gotta let that heat up for a minute. While that's heating up, I did die cut while I was prepping. Just pink sand cardstock with the same coordinating wafer dies, because my plan was to adhere them together just to give a little bit of dimension. Not a ton. I don't want a whole bunch of bulk. So adding just an extra die cut, and then the world's your oyster. You can do whatever you want. If you want to really build dimension, you can just die cut multiple layers. If I was going to do multiple layers on something like this, I would probably pull out some of my like trash cardstock that I don't care about. You know, that kind of stuff, and use that to build up the layers, because I'm not going to waste the good cardstock, you know? But for this, I just die cut the same cardstock so that things are like matchy-matchy. And then I can adhere them together. Oh, thank you, Fern. Oh, where's my... Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. So, while I'm doing that, I'll just stick this off to the side. Woo! Try not to knock everything over.
Just something.
Yeah, only a few things. And I just put a couple blocks on top of it. Let it sit, and the glue can dry. So we'll do that one, because we need this. There you go. It just needs to heat up and turn green, which it's going to do right away, because it doesn't take long for the glimmer. And yes, in case anyone's asked, I haven't seen it in the chat, but I am aware that Spellbinders is releasing a new version of the glimmer machine. I think, are they calling it 2.0? I've seen a bit of chatter about it. I have no idea. No idea. It looks cool. It's a little less, it doesn't have the big base that this one does. The new version has, it's just a little, like it just sits in a little like silicone pad basically. And then it just has a little magnetic hookup. It's a lot simpler to use in terms of not having to like connect it to the base, and our light is green. Perfect. So that's all I know so far. I would like to get it. I'm curious, but do I need it? No, this one works. This one works fine. Okay. So we've got this heated up. So all we got to do is put our press plate on here. And this is it's big. So get that on there. The foil, you have the pretty side of the foil and the back. So the pretty side of the foil touching the plate, like that. Your cardstock, like that. I purposely cut my cardstock a little bigger because I can then trim it down just in case. And then press a timer. The green plate is your like shim, and it's heat resistant. So the green shim and then just the clear plate. And I just stick it on top. And then we let it go until the timer light goes solid, which takes, I can't remember if it's 60 seconds or 90 seconds. But that'll heat it up. So, I saw some chat about it in their Facebook group. When I searched the internet, I couldn't find any news release. But yeah, it was just a video someone posted from a recent, there was like a craft expo. I'm not sure if it was Craftopia, I think was the expo. I'm not sure. But there was a recent like crafty expo that Spellbinders was at. And they were demoing the new machine. And I haven't had time to look into any like specifics, like when it's coming out, yada, yada, yada. No idea. So who knows, but that's all I know. And then I still saw them showing it in the video and the differences. And I was like, cool. Okay. That's gone solid. So we can glue these together, and then we're going to run that through our die cut machine. There we go. There we go. I want to get these lined up first so that the glue can dry. There we go. Okay. So then we need Platinum 6 machine, because this gives the pressure. The glimmer gives the heat. So we remove it from his dock. And when I run this through the die cut machine, because I always speed this up in editing, but in real time, you guys see, I go slow. Like, this is literally the speed I go at when I'm running my glimmer through my die cut machine, is I just go slow. Gives it the most time to fuse that foil. That said, this is why I love press plates so much, and why I am so glad that that's what we're sticking with going forward. They're now just called press and foil plates, because press plates foil better than anything. And that's why I love them. I love them. So we got that. I need more space. I need more space. We got that. Ooh, and already came off. Okay. And then perfection. Absolute perfection. And because I did the satin, more matte foil, it's not quite as blingy. It does, in the light, but it's subtle. It's subtle versus, the mirror foils that really pop. You can't go wrong with any of it though. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I loves it. So we has that. I need to let this guy cool off, which I just put it on my floor in a place where I can't step on it, because these can bend, especially these big plates. They can with enough pressure. So because I'm in a garage, and the floor is cold, I put these on the floor. I just put them where I can't roll on them, because if I rolled on this with my weight and a chair, it would wreck the plate. So just put them over there. Not on the internet cord. Okay, and he'll cool down. It'll only take him a couple minutes. So yeah, I love hot foiling. And I especially love hot foiling with press plates, because those of you that have been around since like when the Glimmer first came out, and all the different foil plates we had, like different brands were doing them, there was different varieties. I don't even have words for how much I struggled at times with hot foiling. You know, like it was such a hit and a miss. The type of cardstock you needed. Sometimes like heating it up extra. It was really finicky and really frustrating, because it's like you'd take all this time and waste a ton of foil and cardstock and things just wouldn't work. And I still loved it, but it was, again, a hit and a miss. And then the Better Press came out and press plates, and I was just like, okay, but that's another tool. And then people figured out that you could hot foil with the press plates, and I was like, add the Better Press to cart. And I have never had a bad result with a press plate in the Glimmer machine. Not once. It foils. Mwah, so good. So, it makes me happy. So, we've got that. And then, I need a card base. There we go. Okay, I need a card base. So we got our beautiful foil. I've got my fabulous card. I need to score this. And this is usually what I do when I'm working by myself, is I start making up silly little songs of like narrating what I'm doing. Just is what it is. Just is what it is. There we go. And then I'm only taking a break from live streams for the next couple weeks. There are many videos, pre-recorded, edited videos. There's many coming. No stopping there. So the only thing that I won't have for the next couple weeks is the live streams. Okay, so I have my background and my card base, which my card base is a little bit crooked because I can't cut straight to save my life.
Have you tried harder?
Have you tried harder? Thanks. Thanks, sir.
Yep.
This is why I don't pay you. That's why you stay the unpaid intern. Okay. And then trim this down, because I purposely cut this cardstock larger than A2 to give me a little wiggle room. So now we can cut him down. Let's do it like that. We can cut him down to A2 sized. Because I would rather measure twice, cut once, you know? There we go. There we go. But yeah. Yes. So good. So good. Okay. There we go. Hello to those tuning in. So we got that. And that. And that. And then we're going to take... How do I want to do this? Oh, the inside. Crud. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm going to... Because I've got my sentiment already. I'm going to use the thinking of you. A little note to brighten your day. That's what I wanted to use. So I've got a sentiment. We need to figure out... Actually, I can leave this off for a second. We can still build our, like, background here. I wanted to... Oh, maybe we could kind of fit them all on here. I'm okay with that. Go like that. And then I can cut that off and tuck a tiny little bit in there. That could work. That could work. Yeah, that could work. I'm okay with that. Let's do it. Let's commit. Don't overthink it. Besides the fact, Amy's got a million other things I need to get done today. Chaos. Okay, we're gonna just glue these right down to our card front. And this is another reason why I just love like stamping and stenciling on a color cardstock, because then using the same color as my base, it just it gives it a different look compared to the white outline, which I don't mind the white outline. I'm getting glue everywhere, is what it is. But depending on what I'm doing, sometimes it's like, oh, it's kind of nice not to have to. And then other times I will literally, and I've shown that, like I'll color in the outline depending on what I'm doing, especially if it's a really dark background, you know, a black background or something really dark. Then a lot of times I will color the white outline with like an alcohol marker and what have you. But yeah, okay. Loving that. Then we've got that one. This guy could go like this. Might be able to even sneak that piece on the inside. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. And then Kathy made up her new intro song. Yeah, I had missed the beginning of Kathy's live on Wednesday because I literally had forgot. I have been working so much to get all this content and deadlines and stuff filmed. I had no idea what day was what. It was nuts. So I'd forgot it was even Wednesday. And then I was working and I was like, oh my gosh, she's live. So I missed the intro. And then after her live was over, I went back to the beginning and I was watching it just, you know, and then her little jingle that she had made up. And I'm like, perfection, no notes. Again, the weird things we have to do as content creators. It's nuts. And that is one big piece of advice I can give to other people that want to create content or just starting to create content or already create content. Do not mess with music. Like, nope. And and I will say even royalty free, like music that you purchase the rights to, which for the most part, again, us content creators, we can't afford. We can't afford the popular stuff. Good Lord. Not even close. But there's different subscription sites, all that kind of stuff that you can subscribe to, etc. However, you get into dicey territory because a lot of those subscription sites that you can subscribe to have access to their music catalog, if you stop paying for the subscription with a lot of them, it nullifies the contracts. So all your past content using it, you can get hit on that. And again, don't mess with the music. YouTube has the most robust algorithms that scan everything for the music industry. It's not fun. And again, I've been doing this a long time. I have one video on my channel that was demonetized or like flagged, and I don't earn the income from it. And that was because it was many years ago. And in the video, I had the radio playing in another room in my house. You have to crank the sound to even hear it. And it happened to be playing a song by a very popular pop artist. And the algorithm picked up on it, flagged my video, and that music artist now earns all the income, which 20 cents is probably what they got out of it. But yeah, it's no fun. So Kathy's been dealing with that on her end, hence her making up her own little jingle, and it's kind of, you got to do what you got to do. Okay, I'm only going to add glue to part of this because I might be able to salvage the other part. for the inside of the card. So yeah, there we go. Music was a huge issue in the competitive cheer scene. Oh yeah, like a lot of people do not understand. Like it's a side, like almost not obsession, but like not only do I love how it's made, that kind of stuff and how all that works, it's fascinating. It is fascinating. And because it directly impacts me and my job, I learned from the beginning not to use music that I don't own the rights to. So all the music I use is like from the YouTube music library and like the stuff that's just freely available to everyone. Because I've also known creators that have purchased the rights to certain music clips, and then the original owner changed or sold their music to someone else, and then it's a mess. It's a mess. So, yeah. And a lot of people don't understand how that works, and it doesn't help that stupid sites like TikTok and now, yeah, I can tuck this in here, and like Instagram's doing it, like, oh, you can add these music clips to all your short form content, and like you can add it for free, like it's all fine. Yeah, that's because those platforms are paying large amounts of money for everyone to do that. Like they're paying those royalties. Trust me, they're paying for them. That's how that all works. Like the music companies will always get their cut, always, because we're talking about bajillions of dollars. So, yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. We got that one in place. Isn't that pretty? I'm happy with how this is turning out. So, we've got, I just used the YouTube Studio Audio Library. Yes, now that we have that, for those that create content specifically on YouTube, there is an entire audio library that we have access to, and I have used it quite a bit because they have made it so that we have access to a bunch of different things. And that is the safest bet for YouTube content creators, is to use YouTube's library, you know? Because if YouTube decides down the road to screw us all over and remove those rights, good luck. Okay. Do I want to... Yeah, that works. That works. Waste not, want not. I don't really mind. You know, when I'm cutting things off, cards, whatever, it doesn't bother me. It's funny to me because I've had a few people over the years. Like I had one person just got very upset with me. And like how much I was wasting cutting, and it was funny because it was a video where it was just little bits cutting off the edge of a card, like not a big deal, but very upset over it. And I'm just like, again, just like everything else, if you don't like doing that, don't do it. But little bits like that, I don't care. But when it's large bits, like I spent time on this, SPLAT, he can go on the inside. So that's going on the inside of our card. There we go. So we got that. And then, don't make anything Disney and resell it either. Disney doesn't mess around. They don't, but they do, but they don't. That's a whole other kettle of fish. Disney used to be extremely litigious. Like they would go after everyone, literally. If you used Disney characters, etc., you know, they would go after you. Full stop. Like you don't mess with them. But that all changed when Mickey went into public domain, which is also another fascinating side thing that I love, because Disney actually literally lobbied to change that law and extend it, because it used to be, was it 50 years? I think it was 50 years.
You know, it's 100 now.
Is it 100 now?
That's why Steamboat Willie didn't
That's right. It used to be 50 years. So if you released something, a book, a movie character, whatever, at X date, 1950, 50 years after that, so in the year 2000, that enters the public domain, and have at it. Anyone can use it, rip it off, do what they want. It didn't matter. Disney lobbied to change that rule from 50 to 100 because they knew they had all of that IP coming out, specifically Steamboat Willie. And now it is in the public domain. So when it became public domain, Disney backed off a lot with their license, like, because it used to be to license any of their IP, you needed to be rich, like huge corporation rich, you know? So their caveat has been they've made it a lot more accessible for a lot of people. It's a lot cheaper, and that's why you see Disney everything. Some people are doing it legally. I'm sure some people are not. Not my monkeys, not my circus. I'm not an IP lawyer, and I don't work for Disney, but it's fascinating. And that's why and now that it is in Steamboat Willie, not all of it, obviously, but the stuff that is in the public domain, that's why we're seeing so much content and products, especially in the card making industry. We've got like Mickey themed things and, you know, but even that, they have to follow very, very specific parameters.
There's a lot of really special rules, and it's a very
Oh, yeah.
complicated set of laws.
Oh yeah, it's very, very complicated. It's fascinating. It's fascinating.
Like there's rules if the author was known versus unknown.
Yep.
And all sorts of crazy
Yeah.
rules.
Copyright law and all of those things. Very interesting. Very fascinating. Very exhausting a lot of the time. Trust me, I know. I've had a lot of my things ripped off over the years. Things blatantly copied, people stealing my cards, and all, like, so much. It is what it is. Doesn't make it cool. I was like, where's my obsidian ink? This little stamp is from the same stamp set that I'm using, the blossoming trio. Garth Brooks. His people are very vigilant with his music. I honestly don't blame him. I'm not a country music fan. I am a fan of Garth Brooks.
I can understand Betty Boop is now public domain this year.
Oh, probably. But yeah, Garth Brooks, he used to. I don't know if he still does this. Like, prices his concert tickets like as $40. Things like that. But yeah, if Betty Boop is entering the public domain, oof, it's gonna be everywhere. Okay, we're gonna stamp this with the Obsidian pigment ink. There we go. Winnie the Pooh. Again, it's very specific with that kind of stuff, and nobody can quote me because I haven't looked into the logistics. Because it's not like I'm gonna make any of my own things with. You know, I use the stuff from the craft companies. That's, you know, they do the work of making sure that what they're doing and creating and using is like meets the parameters, because it's very specific. It's like it has to be like this version that's in the public domain, not the newer version. You know, and then
Same like style from the piece
yep,
of art.
it has to be the same style. But then what we can do as makers, we can make it our own. You know, so makers can like do a little bit of editing and cutting and whatever to make things look how they want it to look. It's just, that is one thing I wouldn't do, is I wouldn't make cards to sell using any of that stuff. Just, I would be careful with that. Because again,
Have each one checked by a lawyer before you put it up on the shelf.
well, it's just, again, the amount of people that will mess with that and get themselves. There have been stories over the years of people getting in serious trouble. And I just, not really in the card making industry, but more just crafting in general and that kind of stuff. But yeah. What do you mean people steal your cards? They steal the images of them and they use them to promote knockoff products. Or I have had people steal my videos fully. They will download my videos and then they upload them onto their own channels, platforms, splice it apart to promote, again, knockoff products, crap, whatever. It's happened to me more times than I can count. I've also had people just like copy my card bit for bit fully. Copy my cards and then use them to enter contests to like personally enrich themselves. It's happened a lot. It's not cool, man. You can, if you want to copy this like fully, you get the stamp set and the press plate and all the things, and you copy this exactly, and you're gonna make it and send it to your grandma. Cool. I don't care. That's awesome. Love that. Now, if you're gonna do it, and then you were trying to like get on the Altenew design team with it, I'd be like, dude, that's so not cool. But people have done stuff like that. So there's the inside. Here's the outside. Let's glue that down. But yeah, it's happened. It's been happening since the get-go. That was one of the first instances many years, like in the beginning, before YouTube, all of it. I had someone copying my cards, like fully copying them, and they were using my card designs for an online store. So they were getting paid. And they wouldn't stop doing it. And then when I went and looked, like they just, every single card I was uploading, they were copying it, submitting it to the store. The store was using it for advertising, all the things. Like, again, this was a million years ago. But I had to report that person because I'm like, I'm sorry. And this was before we could even really make money doing any of this. Like, that one was a kick in the teeth. It was, yeah. That person had a pair of cojones doing that one. We were a much smaller community back then, too. So it took no time at all to figure out what was going on. So, yeah, it's happened. It's happened many times. And then the really crappy knockoff sites all the time. People have sent me screenshots. They take my photos, they'll wipe off my watermark, and then they use it to promote their crappy products. Or they take my videos, and things will pop up, and it's like, you know, and yeah, it's happened more times than I can count. It really sucks, man. So, especially when it's like really crap stuff that they're doing that with, and I'm just like, excuse you, I don't promote this. I don't promote this. Heck no. We need that splatter. We need it. Splatter is life. So, there we go. Okay. Boop. We're going to do some metallic splatter because that just seems fitting. And where's my water? Always some shit. Yeah, there's always going to be people who are I want this one. There's always going to be bad actors in everything. Thankfully in card making there's less bad actors, but there's always going to be a few. Like I have had to flag and I had to copyright more than one YouTube channel over the years. I copyright struck them because they were literally like taking my entire videos and uploading it to their own channel. All of it in full. Just taking it and uploading it as themselves. And I had to keep striking them. And that one stuck with, like in my head because did I use my fan brush? Because after 3 strikes, YouTube bans your channel. And that person got 3 strikes from me because I was like, I'm sorry, you're doing... And they actually reached out because it's a process. It sucks when you have to deal with that. But the person like reached out to me like begging me not, like, I'm going to lose my channel. I'm like, it's not your channel. It's mine. It's me. What's wrong with you? You know? So that one I felt no guilt because I'm like, get help. And if you want to make things, like make things. Don't steal other people's videos, man. Don't steal other people's content. That's so gross. So anyway, y'all, I've been doing this over 20 years. I've had some bizarre things over the years. It's nuts. Okay. I added water. I worked it up. Let's see if I can do this without flipping this onto me because a splat box would help. There we go. I was like, where's my splat box? So, there we go. So we got our card front. We got our beautiful gold. Let's just really, don't need quite that much because we're going to get some big blobs. And let's just add a nice little dose of splatter. Like that. Because I can. Because I love it. Doop, 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 doop. Yep. 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 There we go. There we go. But yeah. It's an interesting thing again on YouTube when people do that. Because that is one thing that I'll give YouTube more credit for, is that is another algorithm that they use heavily. we have a thing on our back end, and it will literally, I check it every once in a while, and it will let me know. And it'll say, it's like, and then there's a literal part that'll say, like, this video uses 100% of your content, 50%, whatever. And then it gives me the option. It's like, what do you want to do about it? You know, because sometimes if I'm cross-posting, like if I'm posting for a brand and I post my video to their channel and to mine, I'll get that notification. It's like, oh, they posted your whole video. It's like, no, it was me. So I approve it. It's fine. But when people do dirty little things, it's just like, nope, I'm reporting you. You stole my content. So it's fun. And I'm being sarcastic. It's not fun. It sucks. Okay. I want to add more splatter. I want to add more, but we need to dry this a little bit. The audacity of reaching out to you. Oh, I know. I was just like, are you... I'm pretty sure I don't think I even bothered to respond, because I think if I would have responded to that when I was striking their channel for the third time, that my language would not have been polite at all. So I just didn't respond, and I just hit submit, and their channel got taken down. Serves them right. That's enough. The times I've been inspired by you, I put up the credit to you as a source. Yes. Yeah. Credit. That's it. That is like rule of thumb. Whether you are posting content as a content creator, like videos, or you made a card and you're posting it online on Instagram, your blog, wherever, it doesn't matter. And you were inspired by someone. Again, say you wanted to make something like this. A rule of thumb would be, I was inspired by so-and-so. Tag them, credit them. That's it. And my other rule of thumb is, if you don't remember who it was, because there's a insane amount of content out there in the world, and I am guilty of it at times. It's like, oh, I saw something by someone, I don't remember. But I will say that then. In my video or in my post, I'll be like, I was inspired by someone else, but I can't remember who it was. And I post that because 99% of the time, someone will comment and be like, it was so-and-so, because they'll remember, or they would have seen it, or what have you. And it's like, thank you. And then I can go in and edit and give proper credit, because that's it. That's all you got to do, you know? Like, especially in crafting, that's kind of the name of the game, is you get inspired by somebody else. And I believe in sharing the love, giving people credit. And it's just the nice thing to do and the proper thing to do. And then we're good, man. And then, yeah. And then the other one is, if you're going to copy, if you're going to do it you want to post online and like build up a like catalog of work you've done, everything else, change it a bit. If you're copying it outright for personal use, that's fine. Like, you want to copy it exact, cool. But if you're going to use it and you're going to start submitting to design teams, or, you know, wanting a brand to recognize you, like, if you're going to profit in some way, change it and give credit, because that gets ugly and we are a small community. It gets ugly when people are like blatantly copying and not giving credit. It gets noticed, and it's not cool, and it's just icky, you know? It's just icky. White gouache. I'm almost out of this tube. Oh, I love splatter so much. So there's my TED talk on content and credit and all of it. It's hopefully it all makes sense. Hopefully it all makes sense. So we got that. And then there we go. There we go. And then a little bit of black splatter. Just a little. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. Not a lot. There we go. Get the lid back. There we go. Okay. So, a little bit of black gouache. We'll go a little lighter handed with this because I'm not going super intense. He inspired a lot of my cards. I don't have a channel. I just send them out. Oh, yeah. That personal use. Totally. Works. It's cool. I have zero problems with that. Because, yeah, it would be weird if, you know, you see a card made and you want to copy it because you love it, and you give it to your grandma. She doesn't need to be told. It's like, this wasn't my design. I copied, this person you've never heard of on the internet. This weird chick on the internet. She's kind of crazy. Your grandma doesn't need to know about me. That's all good. This is a small amount of splatter, okay? It's just a little bit. It's just a little bit. Yep. And yes, like Christy said, even if you manage to get on a design team using someone else's designs, eventually it'll catch up with you. Yep, and it does. It does. It's not cool. It's not cool. People talk. Okay. So we got our splattery bits. And it's, as usual, getting warm in here. But also, when I get heated and start ranting, I start to sweat. You know? Okay. There we go. So then, carefully lift this out of here so I don't get black gouache everywhere. So that we can get that out of the way. Burp. That's better. There we go. Someone did Stacey Hutchinson's spooky moon technique. Oh, I would never. I gave Stacey Hutchinson like full credit for that because I didn't come up with that. Every time I post and create that spooky sky technique, not only do I fully credit Stacey, I link to her original post so that people know that it was her. Because people have been like, oh, you were so amazing, like as if I'm a genius. And I was like, I'm not. I am not. I did not come up with that. She did, because she's brilliant. So, things like that. Like, it gets into really weird gray area when it comes to things like techniques, etc. Because techniques, for the most part, you can't technically like claim ownership of, because most techniques have existed since the get-go. And people just put a different spin on it, whatever. But it's a technique. However, certain ones, like that spooky sky one that Stacey Hutchinson did, it was such a unique way of doing it. I personally felt like, I could not live with myself if I didn't give her full credit for that. Because it's such a cool look. It's so much fun. And I didn't come up with it. So, yeah. And there have been other ones over the years where it's like, yeah, if I didn't come up with it and I learned it from whoever, I give them credit. And then a lot of times we'll end up finding out it's like that the person I learned it from another person who learned it. It just starts going down. And it's like, I learned it from Sandy, who learned it from Laura, who learned... It is what it is. So yeah, we start playing like telephone with who to credit, and it's all good. It's all good. So... look. Yeah, all right. Vesuvius was only a little bit of a volcano, okay? This is the demure amount of splatter. This is very demure, very mindful, okay? I can't do clean and simple splatter. I love when other people do it. I think it looks really cool. And they'll just have like, you know, Kathy Zielski have a little bit. You know, Carly Miner will have, you know, her like intentional little bits of splatter, all those. And I love it. And I'm just like, how do you restrain yourself? Is what it is. Anyway. Never seen it. If you're talking about the spooky sky technique, I have many videos. I haven't done one yet this year. There will be Halloween videos using it. But yeah, Stacey Hutchinson's name is higher up in the chat. Check her. She's one of Tim Holtz makers. Phenomenal maker. I don't know if she's ever done any videos, but she does blog posts and she will get very involved and like explain, you know, and do step-by-step photos and tutorials and stuff like that. And it is, yeah, beautiful. She's very more like the vintage grunge sort of stuff, but fabulous maker. I am very inspired by her quite often. The sentiments from the same set. Just, I'm getting ahead of myself. I did that ahead of time. Yeah. The thinking of you. I love that how Altenew like packs in like sentiments. Like they just pack them in. Like they use up the whole space, you know? So yeah, I gold heat embossed that on the same pink sand cardstock. Love it. So I gold heat embossed it, die cut it with a coordinating wafer die cut a couple scraps, glued them together. So we got a bit of dimension. And then I just want to put it right there. That's where I want to put it. So we're gonna, so this is another very tone on tone card. Like all of this, other than the card base itself, which is the white cardstock, but all of this with just pink sand cardstock. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And you could totally change the look of this. You could do the exact same stamp set, press plate, yada, yada, yada. Exactly. Change the colors. Use the pink sand cardstock. But like how amazing this would look with like deeper reds and oranges. Fall shades. So good. It would look so good. So good. But you could do just about any color combo with this cardstock underneath it. Experiment. Try it. It would look beautiful. Doop. There we go. It's got our little sentiment. Do, do, do. I can remember card designs, but I don't remember any high school algebra. Same. Although I sound like my brain will just go. But that's also why I say if I'm inspired by someone, but I can't for the life of me remember. I usually try to like screenshot things or take a note, you know. But there have been times where I've literally, it's like, I can't for the life of me remember where I saw it, who it was. So then I'll say that. I'll be like, I was inspired by someone. I just don't remember. And almost always someone will pop up in the comments and be like, was it so-and-so, you know, and they save me every time. And then I can go back and edit and be like, yes, it was this person. And then I can link and give them their flowers. Do I want to add I don't think I want to add anything else. No, we're good. There's our finished card. You want to pick a winner? I guess I should. Did you pick a winner?
I haven't picked a winner yet.
Okay, can you pick a winner?
Yeah.
I should have told them. I didn't give them a heads up. I was too busy ranting about credit and chaos and yeah. Yeah. You know? Fun times, man. Fun times. But yeah, there is our finished card. The splatter's not fully dry. I can tell by that one little blob. So I'm going to be careful with this until it's fully dry. But yeah, gold heat embossed on the pink sand cardstock, blended with the beautiful rose petal quad, which is those colors, you know, and it mutes them a little bit because these are, you know, a lot more, they're more vibrant on white cardstock, you know, which, here we go. We can just go like this just to kind of give an idea. So we've got, there's the rose quartz, puffy heart, which is such a pretty pink. Like puffy heart, oh, love, such a good pink. So we got puffy heart, purple wine, also so good. They're all so good. People always ask me what my favorite colors are. Don't stop, all of them, especially with Altenew. It's like they keep releasing more colors, and I'm just like, yes, I need these in my life. And then that was Cosmic Berry. So the difference, you know, how much brighter it is with a white cardstock. And it's fun, you know, to do this. This was fun. I had fun. I had fun ranting and raving and all the chaos. And then, of course, you can't go wrong with the press plate and the hot foil. There's so much shine. And the splatter, of course, is shiny too. I'll just sit here and do this for a while. I do this when I'm filming my videos sometimes. I'm just like, I need a life. Anyway. How many ink? Oh, and then the inside. Because we didn't waste our little guy. We didn't waste. Love it. How many ink colors does Altenew have now? I have no idea. I actually asked that in a video coming out in a couple weeks. I asked that in the intro because I was like, oh, if anyone can guess, so you guys can put it in that video when it comes out, you know, get some engagement going. But yeah, I literally have no idea because I haven't counted in a while. It's a lot. It's over 200. It's over 200, pretty sure. And then, yeah, I talked about this earlier. The August release has 12 more colors. And I have a link to the August release. It's not available yet fully. It will be in a few days. It's beautiful. And yeah, 12 more colors. You can see them. It's all on the website, so I'm not giving anything away. So we got that. And then before we get to the winner, a reminder for those that tuned in after, I do have a code today. I do. Where did it go? It's right here. You can get 45% off the small blending brushes with my code. That's only good for today and tomorrow. So I got the link in the description box below the video. You can use the code AmyLive12 and I'll get you 45% off, man. So you can stock up. I need to stock up. I need more of these brushes. I need more of these brushes because they are amazing. So yeah, that's these ones. These guys. I love them. I love them. I use them a lot. I need more. I need more of them, literally. So that was my card. Let me switch this. I can zoom in a little bit more and then I can switch to that. Okay. Did you get a winner?
I did.
Who am I going to be sending this to?
Today's winner is Anne in New Hampshire.
Anne in New Hampshire. I will set this card aside once it's fully dry. I got to take the photos and do the social medias, all things. And then it'll get put in the bin to be mailed out at some point in the future. I always update everyone. I take a selfie. It's like, I left my house and mailed some cards, you know, celebrate me. So it'll happen eventually. So yeah. I ordered all new watercolor brushes on your last video. Oh, that's exciting. I like those brushes. They're so good. They are so good. It's an amazing amount. Are there ink pads foam? No. Altenew's ink pads are felt with the linen topper, so they're felt. There's been a lot of discussion online in card making between the felt versus foam thing. Honestly, either or. I like both. I do. I like both styles. It just depends because I have both. I've got these ones all of Altenew's fresh dye inks are felt, as is Thank you, unpaid intern. You're ready to leave? You're just standing there, just waiting. There's your little wave.
Disembodied hand
Yep.
out there.
Their obsidian ink is also like a felt, but pigment inks, like their metallic pigment inks are foam. They need to be larger molecules, like larger molecules, larger pigments. So pigment inks need to be foam. It's a different style of foam. And then other brands have a different style. It's almost like a memory foam in a sense, ink pads. They're all great. They're all great, you know? I use them. I love them. I am heavy-handed. And I have yet to wreck an ink pad. Because that's the thing I think that a lot of people, like with the foam, it's like, oh, they're going to get wrecked. And I'm like, all those ink pads I've had to make, you know, I've got a lot. Those are all foam. I have yet to wreck an ink pad. And I throw my stuff around. I am clumsy. I'm heavy-handed. Yeah. But yeah. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. And I love them. And there's a lot of them. And I love them all. So I will never choose. If Altenew keeps releasing colors and in a few years we have like 500 plus colors, I will be happy. I don't care. I'll just be surrounded by ink pads. Oh my goodness. Honestly, there's... 180, 92, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's roughly about over 220 colors right now. As of right now, there's over 220. Someone, I think, earlier in the chat actually had it right. I think it was like 224, something like that. Roughly. Of the fresh dye inks, there's around 220. Because I have all the colors. Yeah, because I've got those few other ones that aren't in quads yet. Yeah, there's like 225 something as of right now. And then in August, later in August, today's the 1st, but the August release has 12 more colors and they are beautiful. Beautiful. I have a video coming later, in a week and a half, something like that. Using a lot of them all on one card. And if you go and look at the colors, it'll be like, what? Trust me, I did it and it's amazing and I love it. And I was so happy with how it turned out. So yay me. Anywho, thank you all for tuning in on this impromptu Saturday live. Because, yeah, normally it's Sundays for me. Sundays at 2 p.m. Central. However, for those that didn't hear my spiel at the beginning, we will run it through again before I go. I'm going to take a couple weeks off of live streaming. I am taking a little bit of a break. I have not had time off in more years. I honestly don't remember. I do not remember the last time I had any time off. I have been working 7 days a week. Most nights I am in here working until after 10 p.m. Like I work all the time. I'm burning out, man. I've been burnt out for years. So I'm going to take a little time off. I will have content though. I have many videos coming over the next couple weeks. I was working on them. This month has been nuts. Or last month, I guess. I keep forgetting that today's the 1st. Today's the 1st. Yeah, so I've got many videos coming because there's Altenew's new release. There's a Pretty Pink Posh release. Waffle Flowers coming out. So like there's a lot. There's a lot. So yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of time off and not do some live streams. And then I'm going to come back with a vengeance, you know, hopefully with a little bit of a reset and can think a little clearer because I'm just like, which is me normally anyway, but yeah. And yeah, fall, Stamptember, so like there's a lot coming over the next few months. This part of the year is a lot. It's fun. It's fun. Altenew has future things coming that I'm very, very excited about. I'm just like looking at this card and I'm like, I like what I did here, but a lot of exciting things. And it'll be good. It'll be good. I also need to move some things around in here. Well, who knows? One thing at a time. But yeah, that's my finished card. It's now almost fully dry. That one big splotch I think is dry and then, but I will do the photos, social medias. I'll have that up in a little bit. And then, yeah, I got to run. I still have other work I need to get done. And then 5 million things on my to-do list. That's been crazy. So other than the live streams though, it's going to look like I didn't go anywhere. Cause yeah, I got a lot. Like I showed earlier, and I'm not going to actually show the cards, but I have been making a ton. And all those cards, all of it's photographed, everything is filmed and edited. I was uploading more before I went live. I still have stuff to do. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. The joys of doing this as a job. So, appreciate you guys though tuning in with me today on a Saturday instead of a Sunday. And yeah. I'll get this up. The code is good till tomorrow night that I have in the description below. I think that's it. I don't think I have any other housekeeping. I always feel like I do at the end. I don't think so. I think it's all the other things I have on my to-do. I have like notes on notes on notes of all the things I need to do and get done and remember. But yeah, it's gonna be good. I think hopefully maybe I will learn how to take some time off. Hopefully maybe I'll get some time to actually read a book. I have not read anything in months. It's been a while because people were asking, they're like, do you have any more book recommendations? And I was like, I don't know. I haven't read anything. My to be read pile of books, years worth. I'm not even joking. If I actually piled up, because they're all over the place, I have all these like just books piled up everywhere. If I actually piled them up, the pile would probably be as tall as I am. I have a lot, and I'm just like, maybe I can read a book. I'm excited because yeah, I need to get into the whole Dungeon Crawler Carl series because I got the Unpaid Intern, those, and he can't put them down. And then he keeps wanting to talk to me, like, because we talk about what we read. And I'm like, you can't talk to me. Like, I haven't read them yet. Like, we cannot have this conversation. So I'm planning on actually, that's what I'm going to start reading is the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. But I have like 1 million books to read. I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm going to read some books and play some video games and just be for a bit. And it'll be good. It'll be good. And I will miss you guys. I like doing these live streams. You guys put up with me and my chaos and me ranting and raving and acting like a complete lunatic while I make a card. So, I very much appreciate you guys. I need to attack that pile. My to be read is also huge. It's a nice thing to have, honestly. Like, I thankfully don't feel anxiety when I see it. Like, all my physical book, like, it just brings me, like, satisfaction and joy. Because it's just like, I have those, you know? I have them. And they're not going anywhere. They're not going to disappear. They're not going to get deleted, you know? They're mine. I purchased them. They're sitting there. And I'll get to them. So, yes. So thank you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you have a great tomorrow, even though I'm not going to be live tomorrow. But I hope you guys have a great Sunday regardless. And then just stay tuned. Because there will be content. I will be posting, like, yeah, the videos, which will go on my social media, my website, all the things. And then I will still be posting here and there if there's, like, a special code or sale or release, something, you know. I'll be posting. I'll be keeping up with everybody. You know, I'm not, like, going completely offline. Someday, if I could actually do that, I can't even imagine that feeling. To actually just fully, like, disconnect from the internet and take a chunk of time off. That is, like, I don't know, like, what do you do with your hands when that happens? Like, you know, someday, but not this time. So anywho, yeah, nothing better. Yeah, I prefer real books. I've gone on rants about that before. I prefer physical books. No hate to e-readers, because especially I know for a lot of people, like, the convenience, especially those that travel a lot too. I get that, like, having an e-reader, and also for some people, the ability to have an e-reader and expand like the font to make it easier. I'm sure at some point I'm going to have to do it. I have two peeves with e-readers that make me really upset. One, I don't like that the cost for most books on an e-reader is the same as the physical copy. So then why? Why? It shouldn't be. Like, I want the authors to get their money and the publishers, you know, all the things. But it's like, it didn't cost, like, you're not producing anything physical. So you shouldn't be charging physical prices. But yeah, there are ways around that. Like, there's that Libby app and different things, and you can get things through libraries and stuff. I get that. But that is my one peeve. And then my other one is so often you do not own digital copies. Because that has happened not that long ago, you know. People's things getting deleted and that kind of stuff, and I am 1,000% like physical copies. It's the same thing as stamps and dies. That's why I don't do digital stamps. Some people love them, and again, no hate to them. They're fine, especially for really small little indie designers trying to produce physical products. Goes back to our discussion earlier about that. For some people that design images and things like that, they don't want to have physical product that they sell because it's expensive. It's a beast to deal with. So they do digital stamps, and there's a lot of amazing digital stamps out there. But I personally can't do it. I can't do it. I hate my printer. I have never had a printer that I actually like. Every printer I've owned, I hate it. I hate it with a passion. They're crap. I hate them. And I also just don't like. I just don't like it. I want the physical stamp. I want to physically stamp it and heat emboss it, you know, and do the things. That's what I want. So that's my thing. Oh yeah, Geraldine. The AI and buying up all the books. The rage I have felt this week on so many fronts, on so many things. I'm not getting into any of it, because I need to go, and y'all, the rants. But that one, I was like, we are watching it happen in real time, in our lifetime. We are watching this dystopian nightmare. Because, yeah, those companies buying up the books to destroy them, to scan them and destroy them. I have been, nope, not cool, man. Not cool. And that's me putting it mildly. Let's just say I've had discussions with people about this, and my words were a lot more colorful and gross. Anyway, I like stamping. I like making cards. I liked making this with you guys. This was fun. I want to end this on a positive note because you guys don't need me like screaming and yelling at the... It's like, old man shakes fist at clouds. That's like me in here. It's like Amy yelling at a camera, like yelling into the void. You know? So, yeah. It took me a long time to find a printer I actually like. Good for you. Because I have never had a printer that I actually like. Ever. Ugh. Hate them. Hate them so much. But yeah. Yeah. This was fun. And the hot foiling. Not only do I love stamping, I love hot foil. Like, I love press plates. I love lamp. I love lamp. Okay? Okay. I'm going to go. I will talk to all of you later in pre-recorded videos. No lives for the next couple weeks. I will give everybody a heads up, though, when I'm back doing lives. And we will have a ton of fun and chaos and who knows what else. And yeah, stay tuned. I got a lot of good content coming. I think hopefully everybody likes my content that's coming. You know, I put a lot of work into it. And yeah, I will talk to you all later. Bye. Thank you so much to my amazing Patreon supporters. For anyone that might be interested in joining my Patreon community and supporting me, the link to my Patreon is in the description box below the video. For everyone else, as always, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my videos, for thumbs upping, commenting, subscribe if you haven't, I'd love to have you. And here's a couple other videos for you to check out in case you missed them. Bye!